Hello and welcome to the Business Ecosystem Workshop. In this Business Ecosystem Workshop, I'm going to be sharing the business systems that most practitioners are missing out in their business. Who's this for? This is for you if you are a health and well-being entrepreneur, a practitioner, a wellness expert, or anyone who is driven by purpose and heart-led in their business. Your work helps other people's lives. So if your work helps other people's lives, you deserve to build a business that changes your life, right? So I'm breaking down a few key pillars to building a business that works for you as an entrepreneur and as a business owner. So let's dive in. By now, if you have been building a business, you probably realize that effort, struggle, sacrifice, hustle alone don't get your business to grow. Effort alone can help you to get to a certain level, but more than often you'll get stuck. You'll get stuck at a certain level, a certain ceiling, and I call it the skilled but stuck trap. Because let's be honest, if you are into the business of health and well-being or wellness, you are really dedicated to helping others. It didn't come into this to learn how to be a marketing guru, a business expert, or anything to do with operations, right? Your focus and passion is helping people. The truth is that you don't have to learn all those things. You don't have to be a master, but you just have to have this business system installed in your business. If you're really serious about growing your business, you don't have to become a master. You just have to have that solution installed and implemented in your business. So let's dive in and see what are the simple few things that every business needs, especially when you're at that level, when you've reached the ceiling, when you want to grow, when you want more consistent clients and less guesswork. So I'm going to be guessing here that this is you right now. You are doing more doing, more learning, more working, more tech tools, more strategies, more bright and shiny objects that are being advertised out there, promising that they will fix your business. Probably you've been trying different strategies, signing up for different courses, and still feeling stuck. And the reason why is because you're just trying different pieces of the puzzle. You don't yet see the full picture, the full puzzle. And often that happens, it gives you that feeling of fragmentation because there isn't just one complete picture, one complete blueprint that you're working from or working towards. So each piece makes sense, each training, each program, each tool on its own. But when you start implementing or trying to see how that can work, it just falls apart because simply is not connected. So let's dive in and see what exactly helps a business grow and what helps can help your business to grow and scale. For each business to build the foundation and pass through that skilled but stuck trap and really bring that leverage in your business, you need to have what we call the front end. This is what you probably doing a lot of right now. So you're trying to be visible, you're posting a lot, you networking, you're trying to attract people, you're trying to put yourself out there. And for some of you comes natural, for some of you might not be so easy, but visibility and positioning, when done right, should feel authentic, should feel exciting, and it should feel, yes, a little bit uncomfortable at times and stretchy, but the right way to position and show yourself to your right audience should come with strategy on its own for authentic visibility and building that entrepreneurial leadership, so that you can show up authentic, you can show up what you stand for. Because the truth is, what you stand for, you stand out with. So you've got to be thinking, how do I position myself to stand out? So that's the front end, one of the key front end pillars for building your business to stand out. Next thing, I remind entrepreneurs that they need to build their assets, or they need to build their offers in such ways so that they're designed to create a journey for their clients. So ascending client offers pathway where you build with intention rather than starting from scratch every month, or building different offers and relaunching and starting again. When you build your intellectual property, your assets, when you build your offers with intention and with the cohesiveness to be plugged in into your front end system, things make sense. It's much more easy for you to segment your to do your audience segmentation, or to align your offers to the right clients. Front end also brings the topic of sales. I love asking people who is into sales, and so many entrepreneurs shy away from sales. They suffer from the ABS symptom, which is anything but sales. They'll deliver so much value. They'll show up for their clients or potential clients. They will give away so much value. But when it comes to sales, they often freeze. Sales in itself, it's a mini system into your front end structure of your business. And when it's done right, selling feels like serving, and it's not cringing. And again, it's key component of your business. So by nailing those three front end pieces, the visibility and positioning that feels authentic, the asset building, which is your business model where you align your offers in an ascending way, where it creates that client journey and path which feels natural and easy to position. And then when you add to that a sales process that is part of your serving, part of your business, and it's aligned and it feels right for you, this is where you start creating a demand. You stop chasing and start creating demand. This is the front end of your business, and it's just worth checking and reflecting on where does your business feel right now in terms of visibility and positioning, assets and offers, and sales confidence and sales processes. I want to take your attention to the backend system, something that can get so heavy and so technically uh, orientated and full of jargon, and often puts people off. But the truth is that it doesn't have to be scary. It doesn't have to be jargon filled. It could be simplified. It could be really stripped down. And when aligned, can make all the difference in your business. You see, there is a key component here to understand that front end business systems without the back end system, it is not going to bring you the consistency of clients. They both are equally important, but we'll get to that moment in a minute. I just want to focus on the back end at the moment here and mention a few things. The CRM systems, which is your client relationship management, is really important. It's as important as the delivery of the service, but you need to know how to attract those clients, how to nurture them, and how to follow up with them. So having that those basics installed in your business remove all the manual work, all the chasing, and brings your clients on demand, brings those clients on, builds that pipeline that can really move people from strangers to become followers, to become someone who is really interested in your work and become a client. And this is where the demand gets converted, because I often like to say a business that only works when you are on it isn't a business, it's a job with anxiety. And if this is the feeling that you having currently, this is probably because your backend system is not fully developed. The last note I want to mention here is really about the business ecosystem as a whole. Having a back-end system and having a front-end system, they're two separate pieces of your business. To make them work for your business together is when we align the key components of both to communicate and to work together so that you stop doing all the heavy lifting and your business finally feels like a cohesive, aligned system that does all the work for you. So the truth is here that many people feel overwhelmed by just even thinking and exploring what a backend system might be, the tools, the strategies, or the front end with all the offer creations, the sales processes, and how to be visible. And it's so true that often the way the tools or the solutions are being sold to you, like the coaching, the technical tools, the marketing, the copywriting, all those individual pieces of your business are being sold as a bright shiny object thing that if you get that one thing your business will get sorted. I mean, how many of you have tried getting learning more, doing more, buying those courses or watching those videos, right? On its own they are good, but they're not working as a whole because simply they're not aligned or plugged in. You're having just pieces of a puzzle rather than the full picture. The business ecosystem does exactly that, shows you the big picture, shows you the complete puzzle, and then you then get all the pieces aligned so you get that complete end result. And you don't need to learn business, you don't need to understand tech, you don't want, if you don't want to manage people, you don't need to feel behind. Again, with the business ecosystem, it connects the key components of the front end and the back end and brings it all together. So if this is something that you can benefit from diving deeper, I'm hosting a live workshop, a business series called Get Booked Out Without the Burnout. And we talk about in more details of what it looks like when you move from fragmented solutions to a ecosystem, what changes, what this brings to your business, and most importantly, why your current structure, current solutions you have are failing. You get to understand that for yourself, just to check in and have that diagnosis. So having the clarity, having a problem awareness, clarity of that problem awareness is really the biggest, most important first step, because the truth is that you don't need more courses, you don't need more learning, you don't need more tech or more strategies. You just need one alignment, one framework, one picture that brings all of that, all the skills and the knowledge you've acquired, plugs it into a system that works both at the front end and the back end operation, so that you can enjoy doing what you love the most, spending time with your clients, enjoying the work that you stepped into to become a business owner, and have a business that works for you. If you've enjoyed this and if you want to come and learn the details about the business ecosystem in the live workshop, I'll share the link below and I'd love to connect and get to know more about your business.